Simplified news script, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce 200 meters. Race, this is her 10th time running at this big race. Called the Prefontaine Classic, and we were kind of teasing her a little bit at the news. Meeting about those 10 years, but she says, she's really grown up in the sport, and Fraser-Pryce is now 35 years old. She's won the world championship 9 times at 100 meters. She's won the Olympics 3 times, 2 times at the 100 meters and 1 time in the relay race. It's just so amazing what she's been able to do. She's already run really fast this year at 35. It's hard to keep being this good, but we're totally looking at someone who's the best ever on the field on our screen right now. This year she ran really fast in Jamaica at the college championships here at the University of Oregon. The United States will have lots of good runners in this race when the World Championships come. Here's a look at all the runners in the race. Fraser-Pryce is in lane 5. Brown, like we said, is in lane number 6. And in lane 4, there's a runner named Kambunji from Switzerland who had a really good season running inside. That's right. She won her first world championship running inside. She's been one of the best runners for Switzerland for a long time and has made it to the finals at the Olympics 3 times. You talk about a woman who's super fast, and she's been in many final races in both 100 meters and 200 meters. So she has tons of experience in this race. She was a surprise winner of the 60-meter race inside, and it was the fastest 60-meter race ever earlier this year. You might remember there was a hurdler named Bershan Jackson. There's Desiree Bryant, who ran at the University of Kentucky. She's one of the best starters in the sport. We'll see her doing well early on, but this is a really good group of runners. And there's Jenna Brandini, who's running close to home. That's right. And there's Shanti Jackson, who's still in high school there. She's the only high school student in the sprint races here. And that's a really big deal. So many great high school students have come here and gone on to do amazing things. I believe that Shanti Jackson will be one of those kids too. You talked about her father last year. She's in lane 7. The high school record holder is Allison Felix. I think she went on to have a pretty amazing career by the time her career was over. The women's 200-meter race is starting now. They're trying their best. Jenna Brandini, who's kind of running on her home track, is staying right next to Fraser-Pryce. But now the Jamaican runner moves ahead. Brandini is getting tired here at the end, and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce will win the race in about 22 seconds. Looking at how good this group of runners was, this is a really big win by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. And in case you're wondering, well, why wouldn't Shelly Fraser-Pryce have been in the 100-meter race that was so exciting to start our show at the Olympics last year? I think she said, I have to be able to keep my speed better and not get tired. You're exactly right. Otto, she looks so focused on finishing this race strong. Like she knows how well she runs the 100 meters. She was really strong, really focused in the final parts of that race. Not a super fast time for her. She's run much faster than this, but it was so important, I think, for her to win here today. Well, and she said because she has a big race in July, she's changed her racing schedule this year, trying to get ready for a bigger race. What's up, viewers? Welcome back to the channel. So this one is another old video. Hope you all enjoy this one. And it was all the way back in 2022 for the Prefontaine Classic. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce ran in the 200 meters. This almost never happens. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce does not like the 200 meters. She has said it many, many times in different interviews that, hey, the 200 meters, she doesn't like it. People even asked if she's going to run the 400 meters. So she said if she doesn't like the 200, why would she go up and run 400 meters? That's basically 2 times the 200 meters. So she hates the 200 meters. But in this race, she basically beat everyone easily, and many people were expecting her to run the 100 meters again because in 2021, she ran the 100 meters with Elaine and Sherika. They finished first, second, and third. But in that 100-meter race in 2021, Elaine actually ran the second fastest time in history over 100 meters, and that was 10.54 seconds, which is close to the world record of 10.49 seconds by FloJo. So now in 2022, many people were hoping that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce would run in the 100 meters again. Because in that 100-meter race it had Elaine Sherika and Sha'Carri Richardson again. Remember in 2021, Sha'Carri actually finished in last place, and that was just a big mess in the news around Sha'Carri Richardson, but she definitely got better in 2022, and she was doing well. She got second place, just barely beating Sherika Jackson, who got third in the 100 meters. So many people were expecting Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce to run again in the 100 meters, hoping that she would get back at Elaine at the Prefontaine Classic dot, but in this race, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce chose not to run the 100 meters and picked the 200 meters, even though she doesn't like it. But it wasn't the strongest 200-meter group of runners also because Elaine and Sherika, those would have been stronger 200-meter runners. So, yeah, it wasn't the strongest group for 200 meters. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce was expected to win this 200-meter race, even with having Kambunji in this race start, but as you all can see, she definitely destroyed them. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has a plan that she uses for the 200 meters, which is basically to start really fast, and wherever she ends up, basically. So she runs the first 100 meters really fast, and she basically depends on her strength coming around the curve on the final 100 meters to carry her to the finish line dot. So she basically says wherever she gets tired, basically. So whenever she doesn't have any more strength left to keep going, she just cruises on the little bit that she has left in the tank. But in this race, it didn't seem like that. It seemed like she was really pushing in the final, 40 meters or so. Yeah, and she deserved this win, basically, and she was the big favorite, way better than everyone else in this race. Plus, she was in great shape because she did win the women's 100 meters in the same year, and she also got third in the women's 200 meters at World Championships. So she was really in the best shape, and many people were hoping that she would have gone on and broken the world record because she was running really fast, like over and over. She opened her season in Kenya in 2022 at a race called Prefontaine Classic with a time, and she was basically running super fast times at every race. The only race that she ran a slower time in was at the Jamaican National Trials, where she ran, I think, around that time. But every other race that she ran in 2022 was a really fast race. And yeah, many people were hoping that she could have run even faster times and then possibly run even faster, but it wasn't meant to be. Now, even though she's 37 in 2025, she's hoping that she can find those times again. She can get back in the right shape, basically, to run some really fast times. And yeah, she wants to go to another World Championships. So we wait to see how she will do throughout the season. But hopefully you all enjoy this 200-meter race. Thank you for watching yet another old race. Feel free to leave your thoughts on this race in the comments. Remember, if you all are new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. That way I'll get all the updates in track and field. Thank you all for watching.